who is the next level of rap? Like, who is the next level of hip hop? Like, what nigga listening to these days? Like,
Yeah.
what's the nigga that you feel that's doing something right now? That's like I feel, to me, I feel like it ain't a nigga out here that got a body of work that's shit, man. That's over 30. Like, I feel like it ain't nobody that I can see that is like, okay, here a young nigga with a body of work that's actually still moving, you know what I'm saying? Still got momentum, still like making music.
Yeah.
Other than the old niggas. Like all the niggas that I can think of who actually making moves out here, they over 30.
Facts.
Like I don't know no young nigga that doing anything.
And cause it's crazy you brought it up, cause I was thinking about this maybe a couple days ago. We all still waiting on Cole, Kendrick, and Drake to drop something.
Yeah.
Now, understandably, they the top three. We're just, ain't no.
Yeah.
But Ross and Meek Mill dropped something that made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Wayne and 2 Chainz dropped something that made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Other than okay, here you go. The younger dudes got so much controversy and social media drama. Not checking for the music. We, you know what I'm saying, the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
But you got somebody like Gunna. Gunna made a dope album, dope music. But there's still that little asterisk by his name because of what's going on.
Yeah.
Situation. Not the dog out Lil Baby, but Lil Baby fell off real quick with that last album.
Yeah.
Like quick. Like it was like,
cause the shit got repetitive, man. Like
yeah.
he like, it's like, and then he's like, okay, you got like, I say, cause I can't really label these young niggas like that, but I'm just saying, like, from what I see,
right.
You got 10 niggas that making the same type of music. Like, it ain't no different. Like, they talking about the same shit.
Yeah.
They wearing the same clothes. They did the video the same. Everything pretty much the same. Like, you really can just take this nigga out and put another nigga in, and he talking about the same shit.
And they all from different places. They ain't even from the same place.
That's what I'm saying. Cause the internet really done made the world one big place. Like, everybody from the same place, basically.
Right. That's true.
All they talking with the same slang. All they talking the same shit. Like, it ain't no shit that's just, oh well, that's a New York thing, or that's a Cali thing, or that's a New York Orleans thing. Everybody talking about the same shit.
Right. And then even when the sound changed, like even when they brought like Chicago drill, Brooklyn drill.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was another one. I don't want to get it messed up, but let's say those two. Those like, to me, that was just similar to what like Get Buck music was, just in their own. Remember like Memphis Get Buck, and then Atlanta crunk music, and, like, rap flow and all that. Like, to me, drill is that just for Brooklyn and Chicago, but it's still it's still shoot 'em up, bang bang, type shit. So that stuff that's been done already, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. So other than that, because think about it, with that Brooklyn drill, Ice Spice done ran off with that, you know what I'm saying? But that stuff that Pop Smoke was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Chicago drill, all Chicago was doing that. So,
yeah,
it's not even a difference within the city no more. Like, at least Twista was different from Kanye. Yeah, they did records together, but they were still different.
Yeah.
They're like Wu-Tang. Like, you had Wu-Tang, Nas, and Jay-Z, and DMX. They were all different.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they could do a record together, but they were all different.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you got 4 different artists. They all doing the same type of music. And we are on Atlanta, so Atlanta's, everybody in Atlanta doing the same music. You know what I'm saying? So it's
but I'm speaking for like Atlanta. It just like since the end of like, cause basically the club pretty much non-existent right now. Like niggas don't. I don't even talking about the club. I don't hear niggas talking about popping ballers. I don't hear niggas talking about hollering at bitches or dancing or anything like that. Like niggas don't do that shit no more. Like
niggas ain't dropping knowledge though. Like it ain't even on that end. Like, you know, that cat that come out talking real smart and got like, you know, got like them smart bars. You like, hey, dude, talking about some real. It ain't even that. You know what I'm saying?
Like niggas like Earth Gang, and niggas like that.
Yeah.
That's doing the country rap. They still doing the country rap.
Right.
But like the spectrum ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Back in the day, we had niggas like Tip, Jeezy, Gucci on this side. Mm-hmm. But then you had niggas on the other side that was like, let's say like Luda, Outkast, and you had niggas like that was on. And then you had niggas in the middle like Sci-Hi and JID, like I say not JID, people like that. But it's just like I can't put my finger on like rap. Like niggas talking about like, okay, rap, we number 8 in the like 8 in the popularity in the world and shit like that. Like people ain't listening to shit like that no more. And I'm like, shit, niggas ain't listening to rap no more because it ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing.
Like it ain't nobody doing that. Like it's niggas that's
ain't nothing to get. Yeah.
You got Drake, you got the same niggas that been doing the same shit for 10 years. Like these same niggas been doing these same numbers for 10 years.
Yeah, and then too, when I saw how excited people got for 3 Stacks album, and it ain't a rap album. The Wayne new verses that he got dropping.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's supposed to lead to the Carter 6, I think.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the women's side, you know, Nicki just dropped. So I know the ladies, some of the women going crazy for that, but that didn't get as much.
That's what I'm saying. Like
fanfare as I thought it would. Like
people not really checking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I listened to a couple of records. I'm like, okay, it's Nicki, so it ain't like it wasn't no drop off from what she has been doing.
It just she don't have no she just ain't got no relevance like that these days. Like
it's hard.
It's
hard.
Shit like that.
Yeah, it's hard when you've been gone so long and you've literally had 6, 7 other females doing what you do.
Yeah.
That's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then it's about your character on, like, do people like your character? If you're a person who people don't like your character, people not this shit. Like it's just like you can make some tight shit, but if you not dropping because see them folk like that, Kendrick and all them niggas, they don't drop like Lil Durk finna drop another album. I think they said he finna drop another album or something like that.
He's working with
shit or some shit.
Yeah.
So it just like them niggas do shit like that. They drop once every 3 years or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard Future about to drop something.
Yeah, Future. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And niggas been waiting on Future shit since the beginning of the year. And I'm like, shit, Future just dropped something last year.
Right. But I mean, the sad thing is, in order to stay relevant, you know what I'm saying? Like I was having a conversation with a lady. She asked me about Cardi B, and I'm like, I don't care what nobody say. I think Cardi B scared to drop something.
Yeah. You know, try to drop a few shit here and there.
Yeah, cause her first album came out 2018. It's 2023.
Yeah.
She been dropping. She dropped about, we'll say 2 or 3 singles a year.
Yeah.
But still no album. And even in like album cycle conversation, like Michael Jackson and Janet used to drop albums every 4 years. That was the rule back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Now we're in a time where, like in the 90s going into the 2000s, Jay-Z dropped an album every year.
Yeah.
DMX fucked around and dropped 2 albums in a year.
2 albums, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to keep it no longer than 2 or 3 years. But the fact that Cardi done waited 5 years, I mean, granted, she in a sense she's still relevant, but it's like everybody keep wondering, when she gonna drop. I'm telling you, she's scared because of the language of music. Like she's probably like, all right, especially when that song she did with Kanye. She did something with Kanye and somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't hit at all. And and I think she was just like, nah, let me go back out of that. So but I think what is missing and what has been missing, at least in my eyes, for the last 10 years, there's no innovation.
You know what I'm saying?
None.
It's stagnant. You know, I was telling another nigga, he was just like, man, this shit down there dead. I'm like, hell nah, this shit'll never die. It'll never die, but it just
no.
Stagnant. So I'm like,
yeah.
Even if you look at underground, like I be on YouTube just looking at different like styles of music, like let's say underground, what the young nigga doing, like, and it just like I was looking at some underground Atlanta shit, like these little niggas, like it's a nigga named X7 or something like that, and it's like it's like he rapping like it kind of like it ain't no drill shit, but it just like he screaming and hollering.
Yeah,
it just.
That's a new style because I've seen a couple cats. There was a dude named Jaleel. I don't know where he from, but he a big dude, but his voice is small. Like he got like a small voice, but that's his whole thing is like that rock star mosh pit type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know that has an audience, but every time I went on his social media just to see like, okay, what's his audience and all that, because he be showing the concerts, and of course it's the young white boys. Like young white boys, the same ones that would probably go to a Travis Scott concert or a Uzi concert.
Yeah,
be doing that mosh pit. Those are the type of guys going to his stuff. So I'm like, okay, there's a lane for that kind of rock starish.
Yeah.
What it's similar to what Travis Scott and Uzi doing.
Yeah.
The music, I don't see it. Like it's cool for the festival.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of festival artists. I don't see too many solo world tour hip hop artists. Like
even they bring it back. Ain't even going toward the festival. Like I'm talking about just like, okay, you said these what the young white nigga listening to.
Yeah.
What the concert. I'm talking about what the young black nigga listen to. Yeah. Like what nigga that get like that's in a 19 to 25 age.
Yeah.
When they turn on music, cause like we used to at that age.
Yeah.
We used to do music and then like that shit. You used to ride around all day to this shit. Like we'll put the tip in, or we'll put a mixtape in. Some shit like that. We'll ride around the truck all day. Like
you just said a magic word that's been missing in hip hop. Mixtape.
Yeah, the mixtape. Hell yeah.
Because at least on the mixtape, you can discover somebody new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And then they go on their little run. Then it's like, all right, cool. Because the mixtape back in the day is how you got a fan base from Jump Street.
Yeah.
Now, of course, now these kids got social media. But I think one of the other problems is, too, anybody can make music.
Yeah. But that shit will make the shit even better, though. Cause just like, if anybody can make music, so like if any nigga can make music, now you got endless possibilities of niggas doing whatever they want to do. Like if a nigga say, man, you know what, I want to do some trap shit with some damn some classical music shit, and he make the shit fire. And it's just like I feel like my thing is, I think that the end of the clubs, cause like especially in Atlanta, cause I'm just speaking about Atlanta, cause
right.
these other little, I don't know what's going on, but I'm talking about like the city.
Yeah,
when we came up, like the club would be like niggas. That's how you got your music played.
That's true. That's true.
Like niggas niggas hear a song in the club, and that thing go stupid. Nigga down, hey boy, I gotta get that shit, and you get that shit on the mixtape, and that's how they take off. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
Like it's with no mixtape and no clubs. Like they took the clubs away. Like niggas don't even do the club. No.
These young folk go to the club VIP and
exactly. So everybody want to be a damn.
Act like they got money they ain't got. That's all that is.
Like, could that bring it to my when we finish the topic? I got a topic. I'm gonna let you dip. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas talk about okay, like when we just like back when we were coming up, it's just like that's how we heard in the G's and all that shit. Like, like the only way niggas can know about this shit now is the internet. But them is saying like, how do the young nigga word of mouth? I'm talking about not the white niggas.
Right.
They really go out. We dictate the flavor and they pick up on
absolutely.
So it just and I feel like a lot of the music now is based on what white niggas like. That's why shit's so stagnant because they don't know the new flavor. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And then I think these kids, cause think about the last 10 years, right? Just think about the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So a kid that's, we'll say that we'll give you the block, the 18 to 21 year olds, right? Yeah. That means they started listening to music, to hip hop 8, 9, 10 years old. Last 10 years, they've been hearing the same beats over and over. And I don't think the thought has hit a lot of the new. I don't think the thought that the new artists or somebody in Decatur, somebody on the West Side, somebody in Marietta, wherever. I don't think the thought has hit them like, okay, let me do something different.
Yeah.
Versus with us, it was you better do something different because you can't. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. We heard Future and then we heard Designer. And even though people didn't just latch on to Designer, we let Designer get away with a good, year of relevance?
Mm-hmm.
He sounded just like Future. That wouldn't have happened in the 90s and 2000s.
But see, that's the thing. That's another thing about, because I feel like right now, Atlanta culture really pretty much dictate all this shit. Like, the slang, like the talk, the way it's just everything, the beats, all this shit, the trap beats. Need niggas taking this shit and doing different things with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing but Waka Flocka, and Waka Flocka ain't nothing but damn crunk music. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that shit the same. All that shit. So I feel like Atlanta, like, cause I always base it on Atlanta, cause just like they saying like Houston is the new Atlanta, cause everybody moving down there. They saying like
I heard
they think cause everybody moving down there, it gonna take all like I'm like, shout it. You have to have a like our music scene was different, shout it. It's still different.
Yeah.
Like you would have cause Future and Thug, they similar, but them niggas different. Like they just sound different.
Yeah, they sound different. Yeah.
It just sound just totally different. Yeah. But it's under the same umbrella, but they so different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like niggas trying to replicate what we did. Atlanta was in 2004, 2005. Like I was looking at some shit the other day, and they were talking about that shit, and it was just like, you gotta understand, man, what we had in place. So we had a whole bunch of clubs. Well, that shit was like a small tour by damn self. You had to do these clubs to even make it out, to even make it big enough to even like.
Yeah, because you
go to the Pool Palace.
Yeah.
Central Station. You had to do all these clubs.
But you also had to hit Columbus.
Yeah. That before you even get that far. Like you had to do these clubs to hit these clubs to even get that far. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Before niggas in Columbus even knew your shit to even me come from Columbus, nigga, hey, boy, y'all heard about say the set. But home going crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how the shit used to be like. But now it's just like I thought that with the internet it'll be so easy for some good music to damn just go everywhere. Cause it's just like you don't even need to do that shit no more. You don't need these hit girls to go crazy like that no more.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
And it's just like to me, I feel like this shit got worse. Like it's just like it's just worse. So like I don't see no organic music coming up like they're blowing up like that no more.
And it's crazy. It seemed like it seemed like another thing you gotta take into account too is everything became about the money more so than the art.
Yeah,
because now, you know, because I just saw this too, where they were saying artists now are more concerned about, okay, let me get this song out so I can go get a brand deal.
Yeah,
I can get a reality show, or I can get whatever. They're not even concerned about the music long term.
Yeah,
let me do enough to get this brand deal, to get this whatever else on the side. Okay, I got a girlfriend now. She about to be popular because I'm popping. So then that's like they don't care about the music.
But I feel like you don't have a fan base for that shit.
Yeah,
you don't have a fan base to get that far. Like people don't fuck with your music like that to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
But they were saying that's what some of the new younger artists. That's what they were saying off real. Like when they go into these, to get to sign the deal and all that with the record labels, they automatic thought is, okay, cool. I got the record deal. Now, how can I get in this movie over here? How can I get this brand deal over here? And it's like, whoa, you ain't even dropped the album.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't even dropped the single, Shawty. Fuck what I said. Like we going too far. Cause see, we thinking it back in our day. These niggas ain't even got that far. These niggas ain't dropped the second album that's tight. A second song that's tight.
Exactly.
You got one TikTok song that blowing up.
Exactly.
And you got one TikTok song that blowing up, and now you got 5 interviews with 5 different, because niggas so thirsty to hear, niggas so thirsty to get content from new niggas that they don't give a fuck. Like you got one song that blew up on TikTok. You ain't in the street going crazy. You on TikTok.
On TikTok.
And you got 7 nigga interviewing. You got DJ Academics. You got this nigga interviewing. I'm like, shawty, you don't deserve an interview.
Right.
What he did? He did shit for him.
Yeah, they put that is true. Cause I've seen artists get interviewed with no album.
Yeah, with no album, shawty.
I've seen artists on podcasts, but like I said again, I've seen artists with a brand deal, like shirt, the t-shirt or clothing line or something. You like wait a minute, somebody ain't even got an album out. Like, hold on, like what?
That's what I'm saying. Like how do you have fans to buy your clothing line, or how you got fans to buy their product and you ain't even got an album out, shawty? You got one TikTok song, like
right.
Just think in the last 5 years, how many niggas done had popping songs on TikTok? It ain't even here right now, shawty.
Facts.
Like fuck an album. I'm talking about a second song.
Yeah, just another. Yeah, damn, and that's sad.
Like Glorilla, like she had that fuck nigga free shit, and then she had that shit with Cardi B.
That was it.
She ain't got no album. She ain't got no album.
But hold on, that goes to my point. You saw what happened to her. Hey, we gonna put on every award show. She got a brand deal with somebody. Yada yada. Shawty, what about the album though?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh girl, like,
what the song going crazy in the club? What the song going crazy in the street that these young girls listening to?
Exactly.
They not listening to this shit. You got one song that was huge, and then you got a second song that was all right.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had one popping song. Ain't no way in hell you would have got no big star like Cardi B to jump on your next album, your next song.
That's true. You had to work.
Like that, Shawty.
Yeah, you had to work your way up to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's true.
I'm just thinking about this shit. Like,
that's true.
the shit that it's like these niggas is not working. Shot. I don't know what the fuck it is. I really don't know what it is.
Yeah,
just like,
to me, it's a combination thing. Like I said, no innovation. Another thing, the labels messed up. They were giving people money, and no disrespect to Trinidad James, but I remember Def Jam gave that dude a bag when he dropped, All Go Everything, and he just put out one EP. It was an EP, like it wasn't even like a full-blown album. But what ended up happening was once it died down, and I know they had I know the front office changed at Def Jam and all that, but it was like they didn't even really ask for a second or third single.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he cool. This song riding, we just gonna ride this wave out. And it's like, nah, fam. Like, where? And then too, there are no A&Rs no more.
Yeah.
The A&R, the record label gone. Like they don't even pay for that no more. Like,
but before you saying that,
yeah,
you brought Trinidad James. Look how that was, Sean.
Yeah.
That was like down there, what, 12 years?
That was like, 08. Yeah.
Look how far along that shit was. I'm talking about to now. Like, what's the upcoming artist? Like, I asked nigga, what popping in the underground? What the underground people listen to? They listen to Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi came out damn 10 years ago. Like, what? He not new. Playboy Cardi is not new, man.
Not only that, he done took too long to drop an album because I know he still got that fan base that wants to hear him, but he took too long to drop an album. The only dude I can think of, and TikTok might have helped, is JID.
Yeah.
Because he can actually rap, and then he got a dope verse on that West Side Gun album.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can say Griselda, but Griselda, that depends on what you like. They got got more of a cult following, which is fine. I'm all for. I'd rather have a cult following any day.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather have a cult following.
Like that.
Yeah, but JID.
Like, how many more groups like you can say, okay, Griselda, and then you can go and look up these niggas dropped them. They dropped last month. West Side dropped some last month. Yeah. Conway dropped some in July. Yeah. Benny dropped some in there. What's his name? Okay, you can back that up. But I'm talking about these niggas who like these niggas got 18 fucking interviews. These niggas got interviewed their fucking Griselda.
Yeah.
And they one song, shawty.
One song, like
one song that's popping on TikTok.
Yeah. Like one of the dude, what's the dude named Yeet that's on Drake?
Yeah, Yeet.
He got a little following, but I'm like, other than what's been on the internet, he
ain't. That's what I'm saying. He ain't taking the role yet. Like you ain't seen like.
But he make the same music Uzi in them make, so it's like, all right, like.
That's what I'm saying. And like Uzi, like I'm finna retire in it. Uzi, you ain't, shawty, you dropped 3 albums, shawty. You retired.
Yeah, you got
shawty.
Yeah, you still got
You got a nigga like Future drop once every other year.
Yeah. And to me, like with Uzi ain't even 30 yet. I don't think.
Uzi ain't even 30, and then like Uzi is so all over the place that I thought like, okay, when Uzi came out, I thought he was gonna spark the young nigga to do like something different. It was gonna be something. It's like these young niggas ain't doing shit. I don't see them do nothing.
Cause he ended up doing, like, at least beat wise, he ended up doing the same shit everybody else been doing.
And shit, like a lot of them niggas, like especially like Uzi and niggas like that, they just sound like Offspring and Young Thug, y'all. That's all they sound like.
Yeah,
like it ain't nothing like you ain't like you can find like 5 niggas that sound just like or similar to Thug.
That came under that, like, Cardi, Uzi. Matter of fact, I remember Cardi and Uzi had a song together. I couldn't tell who.
Couldn't tell who and what.
Who. And the crazy thing is, I like some of their stuff. It's not something I can listen to like their whole catalog.
But see, I can respect Playboy Cardi because Cardi doing shit like, man, Cardi doing shit like the baby boy, like a little baby voice. He rapping like a baby and shit like that. People saying like it's stupid, but I respect it because at least he trying some shit. So, like the same thing with 3000. Like at least he trying something different. Like
now,
if you don't fuck with it, you gotta respect the shit.
Now, I will give you this one artist who it's literally you like him or you don't, but at least he's done stuff different. Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I feel what you're saying.
Like I haven't met anybody that's in the middle. You either like him or you don't. But at least he's doing things different. Like he don't do.
At least he got a following off of that shit.
Man,
he got a group of people that fuck with that shit.
Black, white, Spanish. He got everybody. Yeah, he got everybody.
He in his own world, but that's what I'm saying. Like it ain't nobody who just like.
Ain't nobody new to that though. Yeah.
I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this.
I agree. Like, and it's unfortunate though, bro. It's so unfortunate.
This is the best time in this is the best time in this era, to make music. It's so beautiful out here. Like you can make your song right here. And put that shit on the internet right now. Like you ain't gotta put on no nigga. You ain't gotta tell you none of this shit. Put that shit out straight to your fans.
Yep.
It ain't no excuse, y'all. This shit is beautiful, y'all. You can make your money. Like I look at Currency and it's just like and Currency is supposed to be the blueprint for all these niggas, y'all. Currency just make music, y'all. Like
yeah.
That's what he do, y'all. He just make music, hit the road.
Nobody for this, yeah.
It's the groundwork. You can't do nothing but respect that, y'all. It's just groundwork. Like, I'm finna do the lead work. I'm finna make the music. Make my style of shit. If you don't like it, cool. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm tell you what was interesting too. It was a conversation about like the females, right? The women. And people online, like a lot of dudes online. And it was debate back and forth. Cause you know, a lot of women were like, oh, well, why y'all telling the women to change their content when dudes been rapping about drugs 30 years? I'm like, point. I can't take away your point. But the difference is the way they talked about robbing and stealing on the West Coast was different than how they did in New York.
Yeah.
Different than how we did in Atlanta. Which was different than how they did it in Houston. The problem with females is everybody's rapping the same, you know, the same way, talking about the same thing. And I think what the women who were, you know, in the debate was that we're trying to save y'all from what's happening to the dudes now.
Yeah.
You know, we trying to get y'all to understand, hey, y'all innovative now versus flaming out. Because you remember right before Nicki dropped, the only female rapper that was out was Trina.
Yep.
That was consistently. Like she was the only one dropping consistently. Like Lil Kim was out, Foxy was out, Eve was out. Whoever else was, you know, Lauryn Hill only dropped one album. So, you know, like, so I think a lot of the women really missed the point of what a lot of dudes were trying to say. Hey, we trying to get y'all before y'all get to where we at now, where there's nobody new.
Yeah.
And still looking like you. Let's look up. You see what happened to the City Girls?
Yeah.
They already dogging Lotto and Meg out, and I like Lotto. I'm a fan of Lotto. I don't care what nobody say. And then they waited for this Nicki album. Nicki album didn't even get the Cardi
ain't gonna get a smash.
Hey, I got an even better question for you. And we'll leave Doja Cat out of this. We leave Doja. Doja by herself.
Yeah.
What's Sweetie at?
Ain't no more Sweetie. Ain't no more Sweetie. Sweetie done moved on, man.
I'm talking about like gone. Like gone. You like, whoa, like she dipped out of here real quick. You know,
they tried all that bullshit.
Man.
All the messages and shit, and that shit didn't work, y'all. That's all it was.
I'm talking about Sweetie out of here, bro. Like, and you talking about somebody that damn near had the blueprint, like
take your fine ass on somewhere and sit Shit,
That's,
go sell.
that's literally what it was. So I was like, so I think it's one of them things where it's like, and granted, there are a lot of women coming up on the who I think are a little different, innovative. But the question is, they're a little harder on women when it comes to popularity. They how they look, how they dress, and all that stuff. So, it's harder to come through for women than a dude. You can get some ugly ass to come out, but if his music dope, then we rocking with him. But
like they just seen this shit with Gunna, shawty. Gunna just stopped all that shit they was saying.
Yep.
And made that album, and them folk like, well, you on me, shawty. Shit, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so cause he didn't tell on you, all that shit y'all were talking, that shit is in the back. It's in the background, cause it's just like he made something that was so hard that you had to do. You had to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You couldn't ignore it.
With it, and it just like had to stay in. So I did like we let cause I keep on talking about that 2010. Now I say that 28. I mean, that 2008 to that 2013 era, that was the best time for me because niggas were doing underground shit, making their own mixtapes.
Yeah.
Rapping, you know what I'm saying? Really rapping, doing different shit.
Yep.
Like the record label and got back a hold of this shit with the streaming shit, and they just like they back on their same shit. Like
absolutely.
With these females, they ain't doing them but just manufacturing artists. Like they just make you look good.
Yep.
Rap about how these niggas do shit.
Yep.
And we're gonna take off and we're gonna see.
Yep.
If it don't work, find another little pretty girl, nice body, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Same shit.
They ain't saying.
They ain't standing niggas like.
Yeah.
Us our age, they ain't even marketing us no more because they got niggas that our age that still making music that we'll listen to.
Right.
I'm talking about the young niggas in the street, the young street niggas.
Yeah.
What they listen to. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. What's a young street artist that doing something?
Because you know what's crazy? I haven't heard anybody. It's been in the last few years, especially a young dude. I ain't heard no young dude. I ain't had no young dude come up to me like, "Hey, bro, you heard this new such and such?" And it's such, like I ain't heard that in years. I heard
this for a long time, Charlie. I ain't heard that shit in so long, Charlie. Like crazy, crazy. What home crazy? It ain't no young shit no more because them niggas they listen to shit we listen to.
Yeah.
How the fuck y'all niggas? How the fuck y'all 19? This same shit I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Y'all listen to you heard that new Drake. Y'all, what did you listen to Drake for?
Yeah.
Drake is my age group.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Drake old.
Yeah, Drake old.
Drake old.
These are old. These are old.
Yep.
What the young niggas at? What the young niggas listening to? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying about the shit. Like,
yeah.
And I just think they ain't got that coming up from the street level to the net level shit no more. They don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like it ain't nobody like I tell nigga all the time, you had to around in that Jesus era, so like when that Jesus era, man, that shit was crazy, so like the amount of music that we had, so they just like it didn't make no sense, Shawty.
I even remember right before that down south, I would never forget the rise of No Limit.
Yeah.
I would never how that came out of literally nowhere.
Yeah.
It went from a song, Bout It.
Mm-hmm.
Bout It Ice Cream Man. It went from those two songs to like 20 different artists.
Yeah.
You know, he had the city, then he gets Snoop and all these folks. He just like,
and at that point it was just like they had to fuck with it then because at that point it just like nigga like Shawty, these niggas down here doing what?
Yeah.
That nigga got artists. This nigga had like 30 fucking artists, man.
Yeah.
We was sitting there waiting on that shit. Like, boy, I can't wait that Big Ed come out.
Big Ed, Hack, and
like Fiend and shit like that. So
Skullduggery and
like even with Cash Money, like
same thing.
When he was in school, Cash Money had the young niggas like
same thing.
Too, Shawty.
Yeah, same. I mean, I was saying, and I think a lot of Southern artists took that No Limit blueprint because that's all T.I. and PSC did. That was what Jeezy did. That was Gucci and OJ did. Like let's just take that. Let's sell to who. First off, just sell to who fuck with you first.
Yeah,
and then let them spread it out because I didn't like when Gucci dropped So Icy with Jeezy. In my mind, I ain't, you know.
Yeah, like I never respect. I mean, I ain't gonna say respect. I ain't never pay attention to Gucci until he dropped one song. This shit was like 08 or some shit.
Yeah.
He was making shit way before that, son.
Yeah. But when him and for me personally, it's when him and OJ went on their little run. That's when I was like, all right, okay, like all right. And then granted, he had been popping, but when OJ the Juice went on their little run, and you know Waka Flocka came into the fold and all that, I was like, hey, bro, we gotta put this on in the car now, like. Hey.
But the niggas, New York niggas had listed. That's why I said like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You put in so much groundwork in the underground, right? At that time, now you done made it to the net level. It ain't niggas with no groundwork in the city. Like I don't hear nobody that's like these two girls got a song called "What's Up, G-Way" or some shit like that. Probably heard that shit. It's that's the only shit I hear in the street that these young girls listening to.
Okay.
It's like some hood shit, but it like you can hear this shit in the underground. You hear this shit on the street, like niggas on the street, young girls on the street, right? Playing this shit. Like it ain't nobody doing that shit. No other rappers out here doing none of that shit.
Nah, cause I mean, even I was just thinking about this not too long ago. I'm like and this just to me, this is my personal opinion. Sexy Red was never meant to be mainstream.
Yeah.
I don't get it twisted. I have no issue with Sexy Red.
It's just crazy that she is, like.
But she is mainstream.
That shit is crazy.
Now I'm probably like a couple years older than you. When Gangsta Boo came out with Where Them Dollars At.
Yeah.
That was a hood classic.
Yeah.
That never went mainstream.
Yeah.
And technically it wasn't supposed to because of it was promoting the strip club culture at the time, which was considered, you know, not so mainstream.
Yeah.
Now the strip club and all that is beyond mainstream now.
It's the culture.
It's the culture.
That's the culture, like
right. Somebody like Sexy, it's culture. You see somebody like Sexy Red come out, and it's like, okay, I'm fine with it, but that ain't supposed to be the representation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it has its place, but that's not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't supposed to be the amount of attention she's getting. Not, you know. I ain't hating on the girl. It's just like, God dang, like, you know.
It's at the point where it's just like they don't have anything else, y'all.
Yeah.
Only thing that popping in the street, and it's just like. I say that because last night I was looking at something Fat Joe was saying like he should have sued franchise.
I seen that though.
So I should have sent it to you last night so we could talk about this shit. And he was saying like he was talking to a nigga one day in Miami, and the nigga was like, "Shit, man, some niggas came in the club." He was like, he think it BMF. He didn't say who it was, but like it was BMF. He was saying like. He was throwing money up in the air. He was like, what? Money up in the air. He was saying, so I guess they were making it rain. And then I came out with making it rain. And he was saying like, and he said after that, some young niggas came out of Atlanta making a song, Make It Rain, I'm like, shout it.
Oh, that nigga talking about Trap Porter.
talking about the lean with it, rock with it shit. And I'm like, shout it. He's so out of touch. Okay, just like shout it.
Wow.
Man, what did you shout it? Listen, man.
Wow.
You understand? And I really want to say something to him. He just like shout it. Y'all niggas don't understand. Y'all niggas was so last to get to that shit. Niggas was making it rain, throwing money up in the air. Wayne was talking about that shit on mixtapes. What did you talking about?
Because it came out not too long ago. One of the dudes that kicked it with BMF, he was like making it rain as a Detroit thing. He said that was something they was doing in Detroit years before the song even came out.
Yeah.
But it just happened to fit the strip club culture in Atlanta. Fat Joe was just the first person to do the song. Like,
but he was the first nigga to like.
Yeah, exactly.
He was talking about throwing money up in the air, like throwing money in the air like, in his songs. Like, what are you talking about, shit? Like, like nigga was doing that shit even before he came out with that song. Nigga was doing that shit a long time before. That's what I'm saying.
Because we always had strip club culture down here, so it wasn't.
Then the link to that song. You talking about doing the rock? I'm like, didn't they do that shit in the Usher video before that?
Man, go way before.
Way before that. That's what I'm saying. I thought he got it from. I thought he got it from the Usher song.
Nah, that lean back was just that. Yeah, I don't know why he thought he was innovative. It wasn't nothing innovative. Yeah.
You like shout it, but I'm saying like it just.
He just started ranting too much. Let it go, cuz. You know?
See, that what we get for like being so. Cause that brings to my next topic. Yeah. That what we get to being so. I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with it. Cause we players down here don't give a fuck about that shit, but we so inviting to everybody. Like, y'all come on down. We cool, man. It's all good. Yeah. They take the wave and run out with it. You like, oh yeah, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying?
That's a black people issue.
Yeah.
That's a black people issue, bro. Like,
but it's definitely an issue. Like,
yeah.
Listen, we just don't fuck. We just like, okay, cool. So like the whole trap shit, and it's just like that whole shit right there, Charlie.
Yeah.
That whole genre of music sparked so many different genres of music.
Right.
But we never get no credit. I ain't talking about no credit. That shit lame. We talking about credit and shit. But I'm just saying, like,
no. I feel you.
But I was looking at some shit. I'm gonna start sending you this shit, and I'm gonna say, "What topic?" I'm gonna start sending you these videos because I seen this shit, and the girl was like, because you know they saying Houston is the new Atlanta.
Yeah.
They saying everybody moving from Houston, from Atlanta going to Houston.
Yeah.
So Houston gonna be that next city, the next black city to take off like that. I'm like, Houston always been a big city, so what are you talking about? Like, no small town or no shit like that.
That's a weird thing to say with it. Houston always big. Yeah, I feel you.
Always a big city, so I don't understand that shit. But they were saying, like, I get Houston gonna be the next popping city. I'm like, they been popping. Like, what is y'all niggas talking about? Like,
they got just as many. They like the strip club battle has always been Atlanta and Houston and Miami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
like that's a weird thing to say because Houston's always had their own culture and their own. Like,
but I'm gonna send you the video. The girl, she was from Houston, I guess.
Yeah,
she was leaving the club in lunch. She was like, man, this shit so weak, man. Like, y'all niggas should be ashamed of y'allself. For one thing, y'all niggas so bougie up here. It's $100 for or this, that, and
yeah.
Like, I put Atlanta on this big pedestal, and y'all ain't shit. Like, y'all club closing at 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We leaving that club going to the after hour spot and all this shit, and this shit ain't nothing, and y'all nigga traffic ain't shit and all this shit. I'm like, okay. But okay, how you feel about that? I'm saying that. How you feel about that?
As far as now, I've had my own critiques of Atlanta culture ever since.
Yeah.
They wanted to close everything.
Yeah.
When they got rid of Buckhead, the real Buckhead, I'm like, okay, that was strike one.
Yeah, right up.
That was strike one. Then what was that? Visions. They got rid of 112. They got all, the big Pop Club Velvet Room.
couple of clubs.
The Velvet Room closed. That was strike 3.
Pretty much going down here.
And then when people started going out, when I heard women saying this right here, oh yeah, we going to pinups, or we going to Magic, or we going to Onyx, like groups of women. I'm like, damn, this the only clubs that are left.
Yeah.
Because they weren't going for the strippers.
Yeah.
They could care less. They were going because it's like, hell, that's the only club popping.
Yeah.
And I said, damn, like that's where we at now. Like and so, but as far as what she has to say, to me, Atlanta do gotta take a little accountability, because I've heard that criticism not only about the clubs here, but the restaurants as well, like charging people for dumb shit, or the food too hot and it ain't worth it, or just because it looked good in here, y'all gonna charge us extra money for this, that, and the third. And it's just like, it's not even just a bougie thing. I think a lot of Atlanta tried to get on some, we the Black Hollywood. So if you come here, things gotta cost much. And it's like, nah, because at one time Atlanta was popping just off lemon pepper wings. So American Deli was the spot. So y'all ain't have to jack prices up to be fine. Like, people were coming here for lemon pepper wings. Hell, like it was people from out of town that had never even had lemon pepper wings. So all of a sudden now it's like, oh well, we gotta have this nice spot and this dope food truck and this place, and now we want to bump the prices up. And then when people come out of town, it's like, they coming out of town thinking it's gonna be the dopest shit in the world, and it's like, so I get the criticism. I ain't, I can take the heat for Atlanta.
My thing is, man, be coming from a nigga, I love Atlanta, son. I ain't never seen me motherfucker. Like, all that, you gonna think about going? No, nigga, I ain't going no fucking well. Like, no, what the fuck I'm going? Like, I hate it when they made this shit. I seen this shit like a little bit after the Olympics.
Yeah.
We tried to make this shit like a fucking like a new, like, they tried to make it like a new a southern version of like I don't know, man. I say like some form of like a Dubai type of thing. Like,
I see what you're
saying. Commercial spot where you can come, like, instead of you coming to New York, if you want to go to a similar version of that shit, you can come to the southern version of that shit, and it's Atlanta. Like, you get that on. And it's just like, nigga, we were built off of strip clubs. We were built off a club scene, like the music scene.
Right.
Shit like that. Y'all niggas trying to be a fucking tourist attraction, nigga. Like, they don't want that shit like that. We don't want that shit. We don't want y'all niggas talking about the strip clubs and the wings and the bitches and shit like that. Right. We want them talk about the Centennial Park and all that crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like that, when they started tearing down the hoods, I already knew what time it was then.
Right.
That what made Atlanta the hoods, nigga. The hoods made the shit, the city, nigga. Like,
that's true.
We didn't have gangs and all that crazy shit down here, man. We went with all that shit.
Right. No, I agree.
Player ass type nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We tried to get rid of what made Atlanta. Tried to make it Miami mixed with New York, mixed with Hollywood. And it's like
Hollywood and shit. Like,
we didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think it
was stupid, man. Like
that's that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Then another thing happened is all immigration came down here. So like, all different spots and different spots. It was cool at first, but then it turned to like, man, what the fuck is this, man? Like, this shit ain't. This ain't it. So I like.
Nah, for real.
Like, it's just like, I can't put my finger on it, man. Like, the traffic horrible.
Yeah, the Atlanta culture has been taken away.
Yeah, like, it just,
you had too many people move down here. Some people move, like, it just like you don't feel like when immigrants come here, oh, we coming to America for a new opportunity.
Yeah.
You had people from small towns around the nation.
Yeah, like
I'm going to Atlanta because especially black people. They're like, I'm going to Atlanta because it's popping. It's like,
shout it.
Yeah, but
I was talking to the girl. She came down from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And she went back. And I guess she loved the shit so much. They were saving up, the whole family was saving up like this shit was like the motherland. So like,
yeah.
We going to Atlanta. I ain't never moving back. I ain't never going back to New Jersey. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, I'm raising my kid down there. I ain't never coming back. She was like, I'm taking my whole family. Shouted the next year, she came down here first.
Yeah.
And brought her whole family down here. Mama, daddy, auntie, cousins, everybody moved down here. So.
That's crazy.
That shit is wild. So like,
it is. And I know one of the reasons why a lot of people move down here, because there are certain places, like you can move to Covington for cheap.
Yeah.
You can move out to Covington. You can move out to
YouTube. Man, the shit don't went crazy now.
Yeah, it went stupid. Like it was time you can move out to Douglasville.
Mm-hmm.
It take you about 30, 40 minutes to get to Atlanta, downtown. People were moving to the outskirts because like, oh, okay, well, we 30, 40 minutes from Atlanta. So
yeah.
People was digging that. But then it got to the point where it's like, now you got so much money coming in, and now everything going up. So of course, when they started moving all the hoods and the projects, and they started moving them folks out, and now the crime done went out. The crime done went up in those places where everybody was moving to.
Yeah,
that's a problem because slowly but surely, Atlanta trying to get all that hood shit out of downtown.
And they done did it, and like the downtown lost the flavor because the city gone. Like you got a whole bunch of immigrant niggas from different places.
Yep.
Down there in the city, like it don't make the city like the city we used to be like kind of the hospitality, like this how we was. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We invite everybody into this shit. Like niggas just like, come on down, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with you.
Yeah.
That shit ain't like that if a nigga came from Philly, this nigga came from down New York, this nigga came from Toronto, this nigga, like all these niggas is they break shit down here. You feel what I'm saying?
And then a lot of those people came down here for the fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they came just for the fun. Of course, get money, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, But they came out here to get money, to soak up the fun, at least the way we made it seem in the early 2000s. But at the same time, it was cats like, oh, these niggas slow, or these niggas this and these niggas that, and it's like, damn, started like, why'd you even come down here if that was gonna be your response? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Me out of town niggas always get their nose white for doing that shit though.
Yeah,
these white niggas for that shit. Nigga always get finesse. That's why I'm saying like we were just on finessing, like catching a sweet lick. We were cool. Like that's the Atlanta motto. Like if you sweet, we're gonna catch it. Like we gotta get that bread out. But if you trying to spend some money, we fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got to play. If you from out of town, you out of town, nigga. As long as you be respectful to,
Exactly.
I'm down here on no Debo shit. Like, nigga, that's why I said, like, I used to like the shit because a lot of niggas didn't come down here on the Debo shit because we were so invited. Like, you didn't have to do all this shit.
Right.
You had to come on. If you come with the Debo shit, wipe your nose. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. But
no white. You know what I'm saying?
It was also like, when folks used to come down here, it was like, hey, man, I remember the first question a lot of dudes used to have, man, hey, what's go to strip club? Go to strip club. Like, bro, about 5 of them. Like,
but it's just when you get down here, you see all these fine motherfuckers walking down the street, like
exactly.
Like
ain't no one. Like, bro, I can take you somewhere where you ain't even got to spend your money. We go to Lennox.
I can take you to the CAU, Sean. You go to the CAU.
Yep, I can take you to Lennox. We can go to the AU Center. We can go. Hell, back then you could take them to North Lake and goddamn.
Mall, that was
like, yeah.
Like, you go to Moley Park on Sunday, like
Moley Park, man.
And my
Moley
nigga
Park,
like, you worried about it.
Hey, Piedmont on Saturday, not on Sunday. You don't want to do
that.
Yeah. But yeah, but the culture now is just so. I don't like one of the dude had a shirt that it said "We full." It said and that's the best shirt I've seen. So
I love that's why I was saying like when they were saying Houston popping, I'm like I love it because maybe we can get some of these people out here and now start over and now do our thing again. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know who going? The people that rushed here.
All the immigrants
that rushed here trying to find something new. Oh, I'm gonna go to Houston. Find it's a lot of people that can't be stable for whatever reason. I ain't even state the reason, but for whatever reason, it's like when they get their little jump off and be like, all right, cool. I done had my little fun here. Oh, next poppin' city, Houston. All right, well, I'm gonna go to Houston.
Cool.
And what 5 years later they gonna say, all right, the next poppin' city, Charlotte. Oh, well, I'm moving to Charlotte.
And see, I like that part because I love to see Black City down take off. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now you ain't just got Atlanta. You can go to Miami. You can go to Charlotte. You can go to damn Birmingham. You can go to all these different spots where we can get money. Like, I love that shit. Like,
right.
I want to see that shit happen. Like, I want to see if you a black nigga, if you from somewhere else and you trying to damn come up, and shit, out here to Birmingham and down get me a play.
Yep.
Houston to get me a play. Let me go to down New Orleans. Like all that, I love that shit, man. Like I hope that shit happen, but it just like or in the city. I hear a lot of niggas that from Atlanta say like, man, this shit burnt out, man. City burnt, man. That's the main thing I hear.
Yep.
Like, man, this shit burnt out.
Yeah, it's sad and it kind of is, but I think people from Atlanta or people that have been here since the 2000s, early 2000s, we always gonna find a way to enjoy the city.
Yeah,
it's just them folks that came here thinking, or just came for a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's
like party city, like back in like
like Freaknik ain't every day, so
and then the city. The mayor and all them niggas, they stopped all that shit. They don't stop the club from closing at 4. So you remember we used to go to the club and get out that bitch at damn 4:30, 5 o'clock?
Bro, man, we used to go to the after hour spot at 5.
The spot after that. That's what I'm saying.
5. We be in there at about 6:37. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like that shit normal.
Like yeah. And it's like and sometimes I leave the after hour spot like, what we doing, son?
I had so many nights sitting in front of Waffle House like, shout
what we doing?
Push, like you just following niggas. So I niggas just shout. So niggas just shouting.
So we just here.
Niggas just still moving around. So I
like why are we outside right now, cuz? Like
sit down somewhere, man. Niggas just my cousin they on the south side, niggas just
like now?
You get down to Old National at 5 o'clock. This shit look like 2 o'clock. So
yeah. I remember prime time used to get out. That quick trip right there on Covenant Highway would be popping for about 2 hours.
Popping.
After prime time got out.
Prime time, think about there's so many fucking women shot. Like niggas just shouted.
Man.
Niggas just shouted. This shit don't. Sometimes you sit there in the station, so I used to sit there in the station just sitting down, just like, how can you stay faithful with all this shit, man? Like how can you do this shit? Like,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think people need to be thankful when no cameras around back then, boy.
Yeah, no, but like,
it was some ignorant foul, man. It used to be stuff I see, like how you sit in traffic in Buckhead or over by Moley Park or over on downtown by the Fox.
What? Like,
it'd be stuff like we be sitting there. I'm like, hey man, what going on in that car over there though? Like, it been so many times I said that, like, yo, what they doing in that car right there?
Going on right next to me, so I like, you just see a nigga down there being a hole with Jay.
Man, I'm talking about
the nigga like, I know that nigga not fucking right here, man.
No, I mean, like them like all them little alleyways downtown.
Oh man,
yeah, you see some ignorant. I'm talking about some ignorant shit back there. like,
hey,
that
same girl from New Jersey, she came out and she was like, I love the club down here. I'm like, for what? She was just like, you gotta understand, y'all let the ladies go get in free all night.
Oh
free,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Free drink before 11. Like, she was just like, I can't believe this shit. Her sister got pregnant the first month she got down here. I said, God.
Hey.
That sister got pregnant the first month she got here.
Hey, there was a girl like that UPS who had just moved down here. Shawty damn near had a family year one. I said, God damn.
Boy, caught you quick, boy. That's what I was saying. Like,
damn,
a nigga gonna catch a lot of niggas gonna catch a lick. We gonna catch a lick.
And that too, there was a lot of girls that like some of my homegirls knew, and that some that worked at UPS, you know, they were like, oh, the dudes that got the men down here are so respectful and they so nice. I'm like, yeah, that's a wrap. They already got your ass. So.
Don't catch it, baby.
That's a wrap.
Nigga, I'm telling you, that's that finesse shit. We created that shit, man.
Yeah.
We created that shit. Like, we gonna finish. That's what we gonna do, son.
And I guarantee ain't nothing on with that baby daddy right now. I guarantee you.
Nah, he went there for that, now. Like,
guarantee you. Like,
nigga, attention span ain't. Nigga, like, I heard some shit. The girl talking about some niggas. The niggas attention span in Atlanta ain't. It ain't set up for a relationship. Like, these niggas don't. Their mind don't go that far, son.
Yeah.
To be with the same girl for more than 2 weeks, like, nigga just.
God damn.
Yeah. Nigga ain't studying shit. We trying to catch a lick.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. Them girls up here, the girls here fucking with that under 25 crowd. Maybe they even that under 30 crowd. Yeah, you better not expect too much.
Yeah, right now, shit. I said under 25, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie.
Boy, still doing that shit, boy.
Yeah. I mean, you go to the right now, you know.